Sam Heughan, who acts as Jamie Fraser on the Outlander series, shared the workout routine he follows in order to maintain his physique as the Highland warrior in the hit time travel series. We would also be looking at other Sam Heughan-related news. Excited? Without wasting any more time, let's find out more about Outlander actor Sam Heughan's workout routine. Ripped Sam Heughan shares his workout routine. Sam Heughan, who is Scottish, revealed his workout routines to Men's Health magazine, showing fans how he keeps himself in great shape. To have an enormous physical structure with well-defined edges requires more work than one can fathom, and the superstar Sam Heughan understands this quite well. The 42-year-old star keeps his body ripped as he regularly works out for his fitness program My Peak Challenge, a global movement dedicated to educating and inspiring its members to live healthier, happier, and more balanced lives, while raising funds to change lives. While describing his workouts, Heughan said, "It's really about being adaptive, and I think that's kind of how I look at my training these days." Sam Heughan workout routine. Well, while some would think the routine of this superstar may be tough, it actually isn't. What keeps him ripped is his consistency. Now that's what most of us may not understand or even subscribe to. Sam starts his workout with a warm-up on the rowing machine for 2 minutes. After that, he goes on to do band pull-apart and 3 sets of 10 reps. Then he goes on to push-ups to inchworm and does 10 reps. That's not all. After he is done with the punches to inchworm, Sam performs each exercise as a circuit, starting with 10 reps for each movement, then 9 reps for the second round. Then you continue to descend down the ladder accordingly until 1 rep for each. Then moving on to the deadlift, which includes kettlebell front cycle squats, push-up or bench press, leg raise. Sam Heughan releases a memoir. Sam Heughan recently revealed the cover for his highly anticipated memoir, which he titled Waypoints, which was set to be released on October 25th. In Waypoints, Sam sets out along the West Highland Way to go on exploration about his life and also reflect on the personal waypoints that define him. He tells us, as is typical with memoirs, about his formative years and how rough the road to success was for him. Whilst speaking about the memoir, Sam said, "Waypoints is a memoir with a difference. I have always wanted to tell the stories and share the experiences that have shaped me, but to do that, I needed to challenge myself and spend more time in my own company, away from the distractions of everyday life. And for me, there's no better place than to reflect in the wild Scottish Highlands." Sam Heughan talks about the future of his character in Outlander. Heughan recently talked about his character's future in the Outlander series, and he opened up about the possibility of his character being killed off. He went ahead to say that it may not be long coming. In a recent interview with Gold Derby, he said, "I think about his mortality. I think Jamie thinks about that a lot more now. He's not worried about dying. However, I think it's the consequences of dying. Fraser knows he has cheated death for quite a while since the beginning of the series, and Heughan reckons his character has used 7 of his 9 lives." The Balmaclellan-born star talked about his future on Outlander, saying, "We talk about Jamie's 9 lives. I think he's had about 7 or 6 of them. Each time it cost him more, you know? It's an interesting one because I think it's in the scripts, but I think it's also in Diana's books." Now to more Sam Heughan-related news. Sam Heughan, who is a star in the Outlander series, says, "Edinburgh opened up the world to me as a teenager. Sam became hot property thanks to his role as Jamie Fraser in the phenomenally popular Outlander series." But Sam Heughan opened up by saying that moving to Edinburgh as a teenager shaped him into the person he is today. Sam Heughan interview with Square Mile. In a new and recent interview with Square Mile, which is a men's luxury lifestyle magazine for London, the Balmaclellan-born star was asked if he could recall a moment or experience that shaped him into who he is today. The 42-year-old actor replied by saying, "I guess when I moved to Edinburgh, I was living in the countryside as a young child. There were 4 people in my class at school, and then I had to move to Edinburgh, which to me felt like a metropolis. Then I started going to the theater." He went on to say, "Just being in the city was really inspiring, and it opened up the world to me as a teenager. There's a whole world out there that I want to explore." This is not the first time Heughan has spoken of his love for Scotland's capital city. In the past, he said he owes a ton of his success to the Edinburgh Steiner School, where he studied 20 years ago. During an interview he had with the prestigious school a couple of years back, Heughan opened up about the time he spent in the school and how it helped him as an actor. In his own words, he said, "Looking back on it, it was a really good and warm time. It felt like a really safe environment. There was a real bond between not just the teachers, but the students too." In another interview with Square Mile, Heughan talked about his massive love for Scotland in general, saying that it's his happy place. In his own words, "With my job, I love working. I love traveling, but it's probably coming back to Scotland. I have a great fondness for Scotland because it has so many good things. So it's probably hiking in Scotland and sharing a dream." What's next for Sam Heughan? Next year, Heughan will be on the big screen when he stars in a new rom-com. The rom-com is titled It's All Coming Back to Me, and it's slated to be released in cinemas on February 10th, 2023, just in time for Valentine's Day. Sam Heughan was seen with co-star Priyanka Chopra in a picture posted to Instagram last month by Sony Pictures. The rom-com movie is based on Caroline Herfurth's 2016 German film, SMS für dich. In the movie, Priyanka Chopra plays a young woman who is trying to cope with her fiancé's death by texting his old mobile phone number, now owned by another man, played by Heughan, who is also trying to recover from a broken heart. The duo ended up bonding over text and attempting to find love again. Sam Heughan also recently admitted he would love to be the next James Bond, saying it's every actor's dream to play 007. While speaking to the Radio Times, Heughan recalled auditioning to be the iconic spy prior to Daniel Craig's official casting in October 2005. He said he met the producer, Barbara Broccoli, and Casino Royale director Martin Campbell. He said, "I did a scene and they had the gun from the man with the golden gun on the table. And I remember thinking, wow, this is incredible. It was surreal," he added. He's quite the character we've all grown up with. Outlander star Sam Heughan reveals he caught the acting bug at Edinburgh School. Sam Heughan is one of the most acclaimed actors in the country, and he's best known for his role as Jamie Fraser in the phenomenally popular Outlander series, for which he has received a string of industry awards. But the Scotland-born actor says that he owes a lot of his success to the Edinburgh Steiner School, where he studied over 20 years ago. In an interview with the prestigious school, which is set on 3 acres of leafy grounds in the south side of Edinburgh, Sam talked about his time there and how it helped him as an actor. The 42-year-old, who is originally from Dumfries, spoke fondly of his time in Edinburgh Steiner School. According to him, looking back on his experience in the school, he had a good and warm time, and the environment was really safe for him. He went on to say that there was a real bond between the teachers, and not just the teachers, but the students also. Sam said in the interview that he never really considered taking up acting seriously until he landed a part in the school production of French playwright Molière's Prodigious Snob. In his own words, "To be honest, if there was ever a point in my career where I maybe felt kind of something like, oh, I enjoy this, it was probably that. I think there was just a moment there where I thought, this is exciting. I want to discover more about this." Sam Heughan's life has been an amazing subject to cover, and also talking about the plans he has for future roles has been interesting. The Outlander series is definitely an interesting movie and would be worth your time. Which of his workout routines surprised you? And would you try it out? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching.